Hey guys, this is Tantrum V1 with my next video update. Today we're going to be talking about Mac OS 10.7 Lion, also MacBook Airs, and last but not least, Android Gingerbread and Windows Phone 7 updates. Now, Apple just announced in their Back to the Mac event that they're going to be releasing the next iteration of Snow Leopard. It is called Mac OS 10.7 Lion. Now, this is going to have a couple of new features, and from what I've seen in the video so far, there hasn't been many major GUI changes, as in theme changes. It looks pretty much the same as Snow Leopard, although that may change by the time they release it at the end. Now, before we talk about the features of the next iteration of Snow Leopard, there is a brand new software that you can download right now. It's FaceTime for Mac. And now you can use your Mac to talk to your friends who have iPhones or iPod touches, and you can video chat with them, which is great. Or you can video chat between two people who have Macs. So that brings FaceTime to like a whole new audience, which is great. Now for the features of macOS 10.7 Lion. It's going to have 5 major features or pillars, as Steve Jobs mentioned in his last announcement. The first one is going to be multi-touch gestures. So you can use your 3 or 4 fingers to make various gestures on your computers. Now, you can already do this in Snow Leopard, but in Lion it's going to be updated so you can use a whole plethora of new features. As we go through the features, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the multi-touch capabilities as well. The second major feature is a brand new Mac App Store. Now, this feature is not only for Lion, it is also going to come to Snow Leopard. Steve Jobs said they're going to release this brand new Mac App Store within the next 90 days. So you'll be able to download it before, or it'll come in a software upgrade, before Lion is released even. And what a Mac App Store is going to be like, it's going to be like, kind of like the iOS 4 App Store. So you're going to have like a list of apps, the best apps, top downloaded apps, free apps, and the best paid apps, things like that in various categories. So it'll be easier for Mac users to find apps that are doing well or very popular. And so it's going to be a good thing for developers as well, because it allows the users and the developers to have sort of almost face-to-face contact, at least through a specific website. The next major feature is full screen apps. Now, this is a brand new feature that is going to be released when Snow Leopard is released, and it's going to allow you to press the plus button, or I think it's the green button that you have on Windows, and your app becomes a full screen app. So you lose the dock at the bottom and the taskbar at the top. But that's it's really cool because you can get a really immersive experience when you're using various apps, and I think it'll improve the user interface associated with full screen apps. Now, the way that you switch between, now if you're using like a full screen app at the moment and you want to switch to another application that you have open, all you have to do to switch between these two full screen apps is a 2-finger swipe to the left or to the right, and you just switch. It's like 2 different home screens where you have the app on full screen in one page and the app in full screen on another page. So it'll be really easy for people now to have multiple apps open at the same time, especially apps that are a little bit more heavy and you need to run them together. You'll be able to have them both in full screen and just switch between them with a simple gesture. So that's going to be a really interesting feature to come out. The next feature I'd like to talk about is the Launchpad. Now, the Launchpad is similar to the iPad home screen or the iPhone home screen, where you just have a grid of icons, and it kind of like displays all your applications in a very aesthetic manner. So what it is basically a translucent overlay upon which you have a grid view of icons, and you can see all your applications. You can make folders, put all your productivity apps into one folder just like you can on the iPad, and it looks very similar to the iOS interface. Last but not least is my favorite feature. It is called Mission Control. Now, what this is basically an updated version of the expose that we have in Snow Leopard, although it is better, because at the very top you would have the list of, or a visual view of all your full screen apps. Below that, in the middle of the screen, you'd have all your open windows that are not full screen, and similar windows of the same app will be stacked on top of each other, and then you can kind of like peek at the various pages that are stacked on top of each other, just like you can in the iPad photo gallery, where you can slightly pinch to zoom, and all the photos that are stacked at the back kind of spread out, and you can see everything clearly. So, and at the bottom, of course, you would have the dock with all your apps in there. So that's an interesting feature. I think it's going to be very powerful. Also, a new dashboard, or at least a new way to get to the dashboard, has been introduced. You just do another swipe to the left with 2 fingers, or to the right, sorry, and you go straight to the dashboard, which makes it a lot easier to reach. So you wouldn't have to exactly like click on the dashboard icon to use the calculator or whatever. Now, Steve Jobs was talking about various ways which you can kind of mate the iPad with the MacBook